Are you in a toxic relationship? Well, we'll reveal 3 signs that you might be in one that you're probably missing. Stay tuned. Doc interviewed thousands of women with this simple question: why do you choose to stay with one man versus another? Those answers are on this channel weekly. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single video. Plus, if you like this video, well, drop a like on it and help others find it. Here are Doc's top 3 signs you're in a toxic relationship. And if you hang in there, we'll give you a bonus sign taken directly from Doc's award-winning radio show, where he warns the guy that he can't marry his girlfriend if her behavior continues. But first, sign number 1. You hear it in music all the time: break up to make up. Nonsense. If you feel like you're just hanging on until the next time something drives her away, then you, my friend, are in a toxic relationship. Women with high interest level don't do the yo-yo thing to you. Sign 2, she could care less about what your needs are. You know the difference between normal give and take and when it's 100% about her and 0% about you. For example, spending time together on a regular basis, exploring each other's interests, normal. You ending up in the doghouse because you don't want to antique every single weekend, toxic. Sign 3, she insults you, disrespects you, puts you down, and worst of all, cheats on you. Doc was always surprised that guys would put up with that kind of treatment. In his system/dating dictionary, he coached guys to give respect but also walk if they didn't get it back. Now, here's the bonus we promised you. This caller is considering marriage, but the way she's acting towards others is actually disrespecting their relationship and causing a toxic situation. Doc doesn't use the word toxic in this call, but this guy is definitely heading in a bad direction, as you'll hear.
But now, as I've got to know her longer, I see she's quite a hot hit, Doc, but there's no major outbursts and it doesn't last more than, say, 10-15 minutes. Is this a big red flag?
How often?
She has it about, I would say, once a week.
You want to be married to somebody that has a tantrum once a week for 45 years?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, dog. It's going to be hard to live with, and I can't imagine it's going to get worse.
Give me 2 specifics that she blows it over.
Okay, for example, like if we go out and eat, let's say, and maybe the waiter doesn't serve us the right way, or like if she asks for a hot water and she gets a warm water, then she sort of blows up, like not in front of him, like she'll just be complaining about it for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, she has no patience.
Yeah, basically that's it, yeah.
Yeah, patience is on the 8th page, is on the triangle. You know, it's a male trait also. Under control, you have discipline, self-control, and patience. Well, patience also carries for the woman, and not to get stuck over little things. You know, I was complaining about my sprinkler head didn't work the other day in the lawn, and I'm starting to get mad about it and raise my voice. I said, well, wait a minute. In the Midwest, we had a tornado. A guy lost his house, and I'm worried about a sprinkler head. You know what I mean? Somebody had a car crash, and they are in the hospital, and just because the water's not hot enough, she's got to throw a tantrum.
Right,
You've got to have somebody who rolls more, because life is always throwing you curves at you. And every time this girl gets a curve, I can't imagine living with her and her teaching your daughters how to have self-control and patience.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like it. If she did this once every 3 or 4 months for 5 minutes, but every time you're with her 3 times a week, right?
Yeah. And
then once in 3, she gets mad at. Does she ever get mad at you?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't really get mad at me. That's a good thing. But I mean, like, the negativity for like that once a week, it's enough to turn me off.
You can't marry her. Why don't you have a talk with her? Tell her you want to give her a speech on patience, and tell her about my sprinkler head versus somebody losing their house to a tornado. That's what really counts. And you tell her that all through life we're going to go through things that are frustrated, and every time you get uptight like that, it's not good for your health. It's not good for your personality. You're not as pretty anymore. And just lay it all out. Now, I would never do this in the first, 3 or 4 months. But with the amount of time you have and you're using the eyes of the system, you got to clean this up. So I would have a chat with her that she's got to learn to practice patience with you on the dates from here on out. Because I'm getting turned off to you. And be blunt.
So
every time you get mad, I get mad for 4 days. And it's every time you get mad, it's over nothing.
You'll know how to avoid a toxic relationship and be in a healthy one if you internalize the book that's changed thousands of lives around the world, The System/Dating Dictionary. And you can take 10% off since you were smart enough to watch this video. By the way, if you aren't quite ready to buy, why don't you check out the other free goodies below, such as a free 7-day dating course taken directly from The System/Dating Dictionary. And why don't you enter for a chance to win Doc's monthly contest? We give away nearly $500 of Doc's books each month. So, do you better understand the signs of a toxic relationship? Do you agree or disagree with Doc's coaching? Did this video help you? Let us know by leaving a comment down below. We want to hear what you think. Your comments will help inspire us to create more videos for you, so chime in. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like and share it. Until next time.